Hello there, Cancer. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading is going to be for Cancer for April of 2018. Before I start, I got a couple announcements to make. The suture classes are out there. I didn't announce it last month because I wasn't quite sure when they'd go up. And the basic prayer class is out there for you. There's two little short videos to explain them to you, and the sutures are really good at helping you develop your clairperceptive abilities, and they work pretty fast and make all of them way clearer, and it only takes you like 5 minutes a day to do it. So it's a real good thing to figure out and go do. And I set it up so you have two classes and you can purchase them both together, and then it's a little less expensive, or if you can only afford one, I tried to make it affordable for you. The other thing is, I've had bronchitis for about 2 weeks now, and I'm starting to get better. So if I have a coughing fit, you'll know what happened, and that's why we're a little late on getting these readings out, and I'm hoping to get them as quick as possible for you. I pulled 4 cards for us for the month. I use the bottom card on the deck for overall view, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together. I would advise you look at your moon sign and your rising sign to get a bigger perspective of the month. And because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. All of us are named Frankie for the, all of us Cancers anyhow, we're named Frankie for the time of this reading. We got some interesting cards here, but we also have an interesting message. I think it might have to do with that Aries full moon. What they're saying to me is, like, to the best of our ability, there's going to be like some hiccups. That hitches, like as in, oops, stop, regroup. It feels like power struggles or competition. I really think it might be astrological. Um, a lot of, I don't know, like general animosity or like directed at us. Like we're going to have to kind of stand up and do whatever it is we do as our cancer ourselves, because it feels like either that's going to be at work, it can be in partnerships. We're all different cancers, but you can feel that type of energy. I don't believe it's going to last all month. I kind of think, because of the way they're putting it to me, I'm not an astrologer, so I think it has something to do with that Aries energy and the way everything's going in. But I'd look at it if I were you. We have some really good words here. Birth, wisdom, forgiveness. That might be the power struggle, because the rest of that message was to stick with the people that you love, that you know are tried and true. Keeps us away from all the detractors. So I'd kind of do that. Birth, wisdom, forgiveness, enthusiasm, and kindness. It's a lot easier to be kinder to the people that are nice to you than the ones that you're fighting with or in a power struggle with, because the rest of this month, it's actually really good. I don't know if that's our hiccup, or how it is, but our first card on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Rods or Wands, however you want to call it, and that's a good card. That's a happy home card. It's when we are comfortable in our prosperity, comfortable in our home, all of our relationships are going good, our friendships are going good. That can be our enthusiasm and those kindness words coming along with it. But generally speaking, it's like, well, let's throw a party time because everything's going so well. So I wouldn't worry too much about the hiccup, except being aware that there can be a hiccup, and maybe keeping the people that we love that are kind and enthusiastic and, wise, that can give us good advice around us so that we can maintain this, because we have cards to support this, maintain this kind of atmosphere. I don't think these cards go week by week for me. I forgot to tell you that. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month. But this is a happy home card. So they're telling me, like, unless there's something disruptive or a power struggle with maybe one of my kids or something like that in the home, for the most part, things are going good, so I can be happy and enthusiastic and throw a party. Maybe it's all different areas of our lives, because these are just general readings, but this is an excellent card to get, and the next one's even better. We got the Nine of Cups, and that's the wish card. They call this the pip card in the deck, and to me, this is, I don't know if this dude drank all those cups back here of wine or what, but he got some nice little, I don't know if I can get the glare off there for you, got some nice little rosy cheek thing going on there. There's only one, what do you call that, caveat to worry about with this card, because we are getting what we wish. Do we wish for this? Is that what we want? Comfortable, security, those kinds of things. A place where everything is, I can go in and it's comfortable and it makes me happy. We're Cancer. We love this. That is, our home is like our priority, the people that we love, that we care about. With this card, the only thing is, what is it do you want? It's not, if we wish for that, like new beginning, are we wishing for a new job? With this card, we have to keep our focus on what we want, not what we don't want. So every time our minds go back into that, well, I can't have it thing, which we do. We're Cancer, we're warriors. That's the way it is, and we worry about everybody else. Everybody we love or care about or anything, they're on that list too. Go directly to the positive thought, pull it back. If something was not so hot, forgive it, move on. If I've had a fight with my partner and I want things to get better, move on, move past it. What do I want? Do I want this in my life? Oh, I can have it. Do I want a new job? I can have it. This month is our wishes are coming true. We may have that little hiccup. We're prepared. If that's what happens, if we have to compete a little harder at work, we aren't really competitive by nature, we will compete. If we have to step up to the plate, we'll do it enthusiastically. We're smart, we're Cancer. We are getting our wish come true. But the deal with it is keep the eyes on the prize, Cancer. We have to make sure that we are totally focused on what we are manifesting in our life this month, and nothing of the crap that's going to hold us back. Because like I said, I think we're the natural warriors of the zodiac. We just do it automatically. It's like we're always the one that says, but what if? Like everything's going good at home, everything's great, everything's fun. Ooh, what if this happens? We're always the one waiting for the other shoe to drop. Not all the time, but sometimes we are. And with that little hiccup, that could be our other shoe, but we're going to forgive it, move past it. If we have to up our game, we'll up our game, because we're birthing a new way of being. That's our word. That's what we want. Because our next card here is the Two of Cups. And that's the Lover's card, It can be partnership of any kind. These are general readings. Maybe I'm going to partner up with someone at work, to complete a project or something, but it would mean that we're harmonious. This card to me, Frankie, means the Mutual Admiration Society, where, oh, you're so wonderful, dear. No, you're so wonderful. No, it's you. It's like that. Everything we're doing, maybe that's in our wish. Maybe it's the honeymoon part of a brand new relationship, but it can be making an old relationship new again. Sometimes that happens, if we're partnered up for years and years, maybe things get a little, pushed to the wayside or whatever, but this card shows that we're going to bring it back into harmony and into balance, and if there was anything we were arguing about, We're going to come back into compassion and show our kindness as Cancer, step up to the plate and renew things and bring them forward with the enthusiasm that we have, because we want this new beginning, you know? We want the fresh start. Like I said, if it's an old relationship, it'll be made new. If it's a new relationship, we could be in that mutual admiration society part of the relationship where everything's wonder and light, nothing can go wrong or bad, you know. Anything they did, we'd forgive them for, you know, at this point, because we do have forgiveness in there, and I think that might have to do with this card. And I was like, aw, these cards were looking so well, and here we get the Seven of Swords, and I'm like, that's just not too cool, but that could do with forgiveness too. This card cautions us. This is like when things are coming at us in a roundabout manner, you know, where everything is not exactly what it seems to be. Sometimes they call this card the card of the thief. There's usually a village behind him, and this guy's ran off with 5 of the 7 swords, and everybody knows he stole it or knows he did it, he, she, whatever, you know, and nobody's saying anything. Kind of like the elephant in the middle of the living room. This card is a card of, well, nothing is what it seems to be. So we have to take like evasive tactics to get the things in motion that we want. That could be our hiccup. That can be that power struggle or direct competition thing going on. And as Cancers, we don't like taking that oblique, I think is what it's called, approach. We don't like it. We don't do it. We're pretty straightforward, honest people, upright. It's not the way we operate in the normal world, but with this card in here, we would have to operate like that. To me, Frankie, it means like I'm sneaking through the back door, you know, to always make sure I can come through the front from there on in. So maybe some of us, this is something happening at work. Maybe some of us, this is something happening in our family situations, you know, where we have to take this roundabout thing, you know, and like I said, we don't really like it. But this shows that if we do it, you know, we actually benefit with that new beginning or fresh start. Maybe a new job, maybe we're doing a little extra work but not talking about it on the job to make sure a project's completed, you know, or to up our status maybe in a corporation, you know, if it is work, or maybe, you know, it can come down in all different areas of our lives. Maybe we're in sales or something, we're having to do this roundabout thing because we know what this customer truly needs and which product we can sell, you know, but they're like dead set against it, and we can see that this is going to help their business grow right away, and we're kind of like jumping around the outside of the you know, the circle in order to show them that it's an important thing. It's kind of weird. The way the card's coming in here is kind of there goes a coughing again. Sorry, Cancer. Kind of weird too. But it will work. It tells us to use our diplomacy, you know, be diplomatic, use discretion, use discernment, you know, in all of our affairs. Do not be overconfident, because if we are so overconfident, sometimes it can come around and kick us in the butt because we won't be prepared for the hiccup. Okay? So notice it. Don't be afraid of it, because obviously we have good cards here. Forgive it, do what I have to do, move past it, you know. And like I said, it can be a card of maybe someone stole something. I find out about it, you know, could be that too. And I really wouldn't be happy about that. Not Cancer. As Cancers, we give it to them if they ask. No one has to take from us. We'll give it to them freely if they ask us for it. Because I know with that wish card, the Two of Cups and this Four of Rods here, that is definitely the hiccup. We're going to have to forgive, move past, and move on, because our next card's the Magician. This shows us we can manifest anything that we want. Plus, we have the wish card. So keeping our eyes focused on what it is we want, and using that diplomacy and discretion, going to be really important. The Magician can be fresh starts, new beginnings, birth. It can be birth of a child for some of us. I mean, if that's what we were wishing for with our partner, that Two of Cups and happy home, that's what it's going to take to make us happy, or we've been trying for quite a while. The Magician is wise, very wise. He has every tool he needs in his toolbox in order to produce or manifest that which he requires or desires, right? That has a caveat too. If you use the tools inappropriately, it comes back and bites you in the butt in the end, as in manipulation, because the Magician energy has the power, capacity, and ability to manipulate, circumstances, situations, events to get what they want. So it's someone who's standing in that kind of energy, which is really good for us if we use it wise and we have that wisdom word in there. Maybe with forgiveness, we may be angry at someone right now. Remember to be kind and compassionate. We are Cancer, and we do have these tools at our disposal. We're going to get our wish if we work with these energies right. And that's what they're saying. Work with these energies in a right manner. So when the hiccup comes, for some of us, I doubt it be for all of us because we're all different Cancers. But if it comes, be ready, and don't let it hold us back, period. Just keep moving right through it, because the wish cards here, the Four of Rods, the Two of Cups, and the Magician. That's an overriding energy of all. This one little blurb in there is nothing and compared. Yeah, this is interesting. Our angel card is Innocence. Oh, she's holding a little baby. For some of us, that may be baby. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, and no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load, and give us any guilt, anger, or blame that we may shroud your loving outlook. That may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy peace within your heart once more. That's our forgiveness word right there, right, boom, right off the bat. That is an excellent card for us to get. Goes right with it. It says, oh, and I opened almost right up to it. This card comes as a reassurance that this situation and the people involved are guiltless. If you've been harboring guilt, release it to the angels. Of all the emotions, guilt has the lowest vibrations, and it attracts negativity. If you're judging others' guilt, that's why they kept saying forgiveness, I think. If you're judging others' guilt, this card reminds you to see the godliness within them to heal the situation. You don't necessarily have to continue a relationship with anyone you distrust. However, it is necessary to purge toxic thoughts and emotions for your own well-being. And that's true. Forgiveness is actually for our own self. It says the angels ask you to consider that any misunderstandings were all an innocent mistake. The additional meanings are: see the other's point of view, forgive yourself, and release regrets. An argument may have been based on a misunderstanding. Honor the inner child within yourself and others, and look past the surface illusions and see the underlying spiritual truth of perfection and divine order. It's kind of weird. Sometimes we get a blip, you know, and the blip puts us in the right place to go even further. Well, Cancer, that's our reading for this month, and I want to tell y'all thank you for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. Don't get a lot of time to write y'all back, but I read every one of them. And to anybody that wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, all the information's down below the screen. And if you want to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that is over at the website. And to everybody I've met through doing the YouTube videos for 2 years now, and to all of you I've met through 29 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it was an honor and a privilege to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.